Oh, I didn't clap. Yeah, baby. Now we started. This is MTO, boys. Welcome to the 4th vlog. I drove to work this morning, so I'm in Geelong. And as you can see, there's an absolutely beautiful view here. I got a new chin mount, so as you can see, you can probably see the whole dash. Oop. I had one of my co-workers rides dirt bike, so he knows a lot about the gearing at least, or he's just more of a confident rider than I am. Oops. No, what he told me was that when I'm swapping gears, I'm going up gears. I only need to feather the clutch back out when I'm accelerating. Oh, when I'm changing gears from like first, like getting the grab point for that. But like that, when I'm going from like third to fourth, I can just dump the clutch the second I shift up, as long as my hand's not on the throttle. I'm just wondering how this setup is on the GoPro. Yeah, baby. I think this is good. If I'm looking straight, I'm pretty sure this is aimed perfectly. It's a little bit lower than I wanted. I want it to be kind of in front of my mouth, but it's actually like below my chin at the moment. It's like the stock GoPro mount, not an extended one. Just the basic one that comes with the GoPro when you buy it. It's kind of shit. It doesn't match the contour of the helmet, so it looks like it's looking down when you actually have it mounted with the chin mount that I got from chinmounts.com. But I bought a $15 one that looks like it's a GoPro legit, and it extends out in a different way, so I should be able to just mount that with the GoPro and then it sits right in front of my mouth. I filled up the bike when I was on the way to work, $12 to fill it up, and there was the 6 ticks that are on there, it was missing 5. So it's about 200 to 40 Ks I think I'd get on the tank based on how I was riding, which was pretty good to be honest, because I feel like I was kind of thrashing it a little bit. Holy fuck, this light takes forever. Oh yeah. There we go, yeah, going from first to second. Oh, dude! Yes, baby. Alright, we got the shifting. What a beast. He's actually saved me from figuring out how to shift nice and smoothly. That is amazing. When you see this video, you know exactly who I'm talking about. You, brother, you have saved me. You have made my life so much easier with shifting. Thank you very much. Look at that, no jerk. Oh, baby. Oh, so smooth. Makes me want to go up to 6th gear for the efficiency. Oh, that's amazing. But yeah, so welcome to Geelong. For any of the international viewers, I have no idea about this place. It's about 40, 50 kilometers away from Melbourne City in Australia. Very beautiful area. Nowhere near as built up as Melbourne is, which is fine. It's more of a, I'd say it's more beachy just because it's on the coast. It's very different from Melbourne. Melbourne's a lot more built up. Realistically, there is a little bit more stuff to do in Melbourne if you want to be in a city. But the view here is nice. It's a very, very beautiful area. I love coming here too because my office space in Geelong here is more specific to my immediate team that I'm working with versus when I'm in the city. I'm with my entire company, so it's a little bit, there's a lot more people and you don't want to be as rowdy as you normally would be. Just hope this GoPro doesn't fly off. I connected it to the helmet as perfectly as anyone could have done it. So let's hope the wind on the freeway doesn't make it too aggressive and it just falls off, because that would be depressing to say the least. I call this area fast food lane. You got Macca's, KFC and Hungry Jack's right here. Pretty good. Always got to go to Hungry Jack's and get the barbecue mayo cheeseburger. That shit fucking slaps, dude. Absolutely delicious. Oh yeah, I didn't even mention, so when I was riding here in the morning, it actually started getting really misty and rainy in the morning. And it actually made the ride quite miserable. It was my first time actually riding in the wet. That shit was trash. Oh fuck. I've like forgotten the grab point. That'll take some practice. I'm not gonna be professional straight away. That actually makes sense. It's not putting any strain on the clutch now. Very, very nice. Yeah, there we go. Beautiful, baby, beautiful. Visor down, I reckon. Nice. So yeah, you'll definitely see the fact that I'm shifting very differently from what I was doing before, and it's a lifesaver. I thought I had to focus on releasing the clutch very precisely as I was shifting gears to make sure there wasn't any jerk. And while it kind of was working, it wasn't exactly the correct methodology while you're riding, so I had to fix that. My mate at work noticed it while I was, when I showed him the videos today. It was the first time he'd come across the channel and I told him about it. And he's like, yeah, you should be doing this instead, bro. So I tested it real quick before I put it in the video and before I started recording, and yeah, it's good. I was planning on riding a little bit around Geelong, but I kind of can't be fucked. I just want to get more close to home. The wind on the freeway is absolutely shocking. I'm actually kind of scared the torque that's going to be applied on the mount from the wind is going to definitely pop the mount off, but I mean, I haven't tested it yet. I'm very scared I'm going to only have half a video here. Yes, we will be finding out soon. Oh, I can't wait to just cut through there. That's going to be so good. I had to do that a little bit on the freeway when I was coming off the exit because the lane that I was exiting on was completely full of cars. And there was no one behind me and I was like not taking a chance of, you know, just a freak accident. So I cut through all the cars in that lane and just went to the front just to preserve my own safety. Too much anxiety of not knowing what's going on behind you. Because in a car, I really don't care who's behind me. Like safety-wise at least. But it's a whole different story on the bike, like I'll just die. Yeah, I'm a little bit tired as well, so that's kind of another reason why I don't really want to be in Geelong. So slow down with this guy through. Yep, the wind is here. And then behind trucks and stuff, it actually it's like a proper slipstream. It's amazing. The wind is nowhere near as harsh until you get a bit further back and the air starts turning a bit dirty. So yeah, now it's this for like half an hour or some shit. So yeah, what I think I'm gonna do on the weekend is actually go for a ride and do some exploration. I'm not going to come out to Geelong again. I'm definitely going to just go home and ride around my area. But try and see if there's any like back road stuff that I haven't looked at before. Check that out. That'd be pretty cool. Get some photos, find a cool spot. Might go down to the beach nearby me, Williamstown Beach. So I can get some photos of the beach in the background. So one of the things I've noticed as well is when you compare the freeway usage in Australia versus like American motor vloggers, you notice that 60 miles per hour is 100 kilometers per hour, right? So you notice a lot of states in America, they'll always be riding at like 65, 70, 80 miles per hour. And I think that constitutes about 120, 130 kilometers an hour. And that's just like normal in America. At least in those areas, I've captured those vloggers doing it. It's not just specifically the motor vlogger going that fast. You actually look at the traffic alongside them and they're kind of going that fast too, so it's just normal. But here, everyone's pretty much sitting on the speed limit, which is about 100. In some areas, more regional, it turns to 110. For the most part, yeah, you're sitting at 100 the whole time. I think at most you'll see someone doing like 110, 115-ish, but that's probably like 65-ish, I want to say. But it still isn't compared to how you see the people driving in America. They're much more aggressive on the road there. Oh yes, come in front, bro. Give me that slipstream, baby. Oh yeah, it changes completely. This is nice. Yeah. These cameras are the most interesting things that I've learnt as well. I mean, that one's actually been spray painted. Someone spray painted that purple. But something interesting I've noticed is on a bike, because you don't have a front license plate, a lot of the cameras that here that are front facing, pretty sure they have no way to identify you, which is awesome. I mean, for people that want to like hoon around and do stupid shit, and for people that don't understand what hooning is, it's just like, you know, stunt biking, I guess, in different terms. Just being an idiot on the road, speeding, doing wheelies and shit. But because there's no front license plates, you can actually you can technically go as fast as you wanted through those cameras and they won't even capture you. Especially this straight from Geelong to, you know, getting into the western suburbs of Melbourne. They're all front facing. You can see all the cameras before you even get to them. So realistically, you could just slow down if you really want to and speed up. And that's what most people do if they're going a bit over the limit. But for the most part, yeah, I think as a bike, you could just fly right through them and not even worry they can't capture you. It's the rear cameras that kind of get you off and you're like, oh shit. So I still have way too much anxiety to test that, and then come to find out that there was still a camera somewhere that captured me. So I'm not looking to test it, but at least from just inspecting your cameras for as long as you have, there's no other ones there. I do not want to be next to this truck. What was really cool is you would have seen a sign just then that said speed detector up ahead. And this bridge that's coming up, you might not be able to see it. I'm not sure if that blue car's in the way of it, but I can see it. There's a sign underneath the bridge that actually shows how fast you're going, which is really fucking cool, but they've shut it off. I don't know why. I think people were trying to test it, but right now, when I said now, you would see the speed right in front of you on that board. But like I said, they disabled it. It only shows as fast as 107, so I'm not sure why they turned it off. I thought it was excellent. You could actually see how fast you're going, which I thought was absolutely fucking brilliant. I don't like being next to this truck, but I'm pretty sure he knows I'm here, so I'll just have to suck it up. This is gonna happen. It's quite cold right now, but it's just way less cold than it was in the morning. The morning was about 9 degrees. I'm not sure what that converts to in Fahrenheit. I might put it up on the screen. Quite cold, so I'm actually chilling right now, but the wind is throwing me around a little bit here. I definitely actually have to hold on to the handlebars for dear life. I feel like if I was to let go of the handlebars right now, the wind would actually blow me off the bike. It kind of feels like that. One of the things I find very interesting is, like, I can test it right now, but see, I'm going at 100. I'll speed up. I'll go to about, I don't know, 130. Alright, if I let go, that's all engine braking. Back to 100 again. And that was probably like, I don't know, 2-3 seconds. I think if that conveys to you how much wind is going on right now on a naked bike with no fairings, it definitely makes you go, damn, sport bikes would definitely make sense. On the way while I was riding here, I actually was leaning really close forward and like ducking down to get like some aerodynamics out. And the wind just disappears. Like, it was amazing. It felt so different. It makes me appreciate why people get sports bikes, because you can go way, way faster. So because I'm still kind of braking the bike and I need to vary the speed a little bit, vary the revs. I don't want to be sitting in one gear for too long. That's what they were advising. I've done 212 kilometers on this, which I think is about 300 miles, 160 miles. 300 kilometers, wait, 160, 180 miles. So I've done barely any. I think the braking period is about 500 kilometers, which is 60 times 5. whatever that is, 300 miles. So I still got a fair bit to go. I'm just under halfway there. So I've been told to vary the revs a little bit, and that's what I'm gonna do. This is great. You really notice a difference in the wind. Yeah, like, it doesn't get as bad sometimes. It gets a bit clean and then it gets dirty the second there's a vehicle in front. But it's mostly these big trucks because they just cover so much. I used to do that a little bit in my car because I could see the fuel efficiency as I was riding. Speaking of fuel efficiency as well, you can see on the dash I've actually used the bike very inefficiently for what I've been doing. 5.3 liters to 100 Ks is quite bad. That's 20 kilometers per liter. Yeah, that's fucking bad. It's supposed to be about 4.5. I think with the eco mode on right now, and actually just sitting at a certain speed, it's probably doing that. Back to 6th. I'm also hoping this helmet's really noisy, so I'm really hoping that the audio isn't just absolutely trash right now. I'm really scared it's going to be absolutely destroyed by how much wind is going on. I can barely hear anything. I actually have my AirPods in, like, really quietly, but I can still hear the music, so this is sick. Like, I love this. I can't wait for summertime and I don't have to wear thermals underneath my protective gear, and I can ride it a little bit lighter. Like, I'm still going to have the same safety gear on the entire time. That's not going to change. But yeah, I really love this. This is definitely the best decision I've ever fucking made. This is like the most impulse thing. But look at me now, dude. I'm going to work and coming home to a whole different city. It's fucking sick. I just wish there was more actual like commuter traffic rather than fucking sitting in this freeway for just like a whole duration. It's not the most pleasant experience on a naked bike, so I'm definitely going to get like a front windshield. That will help a lot with the wind. Hopefully cut a lot of it out, take some off my chest. From the computational flow dynamics that I've seen, like the calculations, some of the windscreens take a shitload off your chest. So that'll definitely be one of the upgrades I do very soon. It's just not pleasant. Like, this is crap. Like, the riding in general far outweighs the fact that I've got a lot of wind on my chest, but just as like an actual experience, I need it. I'm not too far away from home at this point though. So you got this perfect example, a whole stream of cars. I'll actually go as fast as them. Yep, they're going about 130-ish. So yeah, you get some offshoot people that just fucking speed for the hell of it, like really fast. But it's a Friday afternoon. I mean, the weather's not the best. It's very cold. It's 16 degrees right now, but hey man, it's a Friday. People want to get home, start having some beers, relax with the family, the missus and shit. I just want to keep riding around. I want to meet up with one of my mates at 6 o'clock, so it's like 2 hours from now, so. Oh, what the hell? My fuel gauge is still 3 bars. That's strange. I thought I filled it up. It's $12. $2.50. Oh, I must not have put enough. 14 liter, I put 4 liters. Oh, no, I didn't. I'm probably missing like 5-6 liters from my tank. I actually fucked up. It looked like it was full. I guess the tank, it does get really wide at the top, so maybe I just got deceived by that. So the really cool thing as well is when you're actually driving to Geelong in the mornings, there's zero traffic because everyone's driving into Melbourne City, which is the complete opposite direction. It's the direction that I'm going in. But then when you're coming home, everyone's coming from the city to my direction towards Geelong. So there's traffic in both directions for those people. But for me, this is the most traffic I'll ever get going to work. No matter what, I'm always getting this same amount of traffic. It's absolutely beautiful. I love this. This is the one perk about working in Geelong. The only thing was when I was working 5 days a week from Geelong, when I was required to actually be in the office there, I was averaging about 600 Ks because I had to go to a location that was a little bit further called Warren Ponds. Oh, my hand's uncomfortable with these fucking gloves, dude. So I was only about 600 Ks, and just in work commuting every single day for five days a week, the whole year, that was about 30,000 kilometers. And like, that's a fucking lot. Like, the amount of kilometers I added to my car before I started working, I bought my car, I don't even want to say what I've got, but I bought a car that had 40,000 Ks in 2016. By 2020, I had put in an extra 40 on it. So it was about 80,000 Ks. And then when I started working in the next 2 years, I added an extra 60,000 on it, which is just fucked up. There we go. This wind is much more tolerable. Alright, there we go. Oh, that's so good. Yeah, the shifting is amazing. My brother from another mother that told me about that. I love you, bro. Thank you. He's taken, by the way, girls, so don't even try. What I'm wondering is, can I go to fourth now? No, a bit too fast. I go to third. Oh, actually, yeah. Oh, I'm in neutral. So I think go down to first, just at a stop. But when I'm on 10, fifth gear at 40, fourth gear at 30, I'm gonna try that. See if that's slow enough where I don't need a rev match to go down gears. The wind is quite nice. I got the visor open, so I'm wondering how this sounds. Yeah, baby. That's fucking amazing. Oh, the shifting has gotten so smooth. Dude. That's all they had to explain. I didn't get told that. Or maybe I just didn't retain it because I was just dense learning manual for the first time. I guess it's one of those experiences when you're actually like being taught how to operate something like a manual vehicle. If you're not like a fucking engineer or a mechanic or some shit and you don't understand how the actual parts interact with each other inside a motor, then you're never going to figure it out unless you're actually doing it yourself and then someone tells you to try a different variation of what you're trying to do. I guess I had to ride about 200 kilometers or 180 kilometers, whatever I did before I got to work, to have my mate tell me that I should try shifting like that. And like, that's made all the difference. Like, look, zero clutch, boom. Alright. Zero throttle, clutch, gear, clutch, throttle. Boom. Done. The only thing I gotta do is ease the throttle in when I'm let go of the clutch so I don't jerk. Yeah, I've seen motovloggers do that all the time and always like, how do they shift and apply the throttle so perfectly? But it's literally like the left side of your body is completely autonomous, super, super quick to get through that gear really fast. And then the throttle is kind of just like applying enough power to the engine so that you can kind of maintain that same speed. This guy's, oh no, he's not that close to me. I'll just stand back and keep my bike from rolling back. Or I just have it. Oh yeah, that works. I just have the clutch down a little bit at the grab point, and now I don't actually have to worry about it rolling back. It's still pulling me forward a little bit too much. There we go, that's good. I'm a Vino bandit. I need to go into that very far right lane. That's going to be pretty interesting. Oh, I can. Gucci. It's too good, bro. It's like, it's way too good. This is a really fun part too. So cameras usually don't display this kind of hill very well, but this is like a very, very steep. My head's staying level. Like, look how steep that goes. That's fucking sick. A nice sweeping bend. So this area actually floods when it rains very hard. And Australian infrastructure is never really set up to accommodate as much rain as sometimes happens. And it's actually, it can be quite fucked. It's doing it again. I don't know why it does that. Oh my days, that is a slapper. I love the nods that you can generate or get back from people now that you're on a bike. It's like you have like, people have like a whole new level of respect for you when you're like on a bike. I like to think that the people that usually nod and acknowledge your presence are other riders, no matter what they're in. If they're in a car or something, and they're just commuting to work. But they just give you like this different kind of recognition. It's really cool. That or they're just admiring the bike and they're just like, look, this thing looks really good. Because it is a very beautiful looking bike. So one thing I don't understand is when I put the bike back into first, why does it jump as much as it does? Is that just because the gears aren't perfectly aligned or some shit? Like the gear teeth? Yeah, lucky I didn't fang it. It's the cops. It's the fucking bigs, brother. I do want to get a custom license plate on my bike as well. I'm not going to say what it is because that would defeat the whole purpose, but of the anonymity at the current moment, I'm still figuring out what I want to do. But I feel like I need to maintain the anonymity if I'm going to be riding and doing little pulls here and there, because I mean, it's actually a controlled environment. I'm filming this in Mexico. Everyone around me is actors. If you don't believe me, you're being truthist, and I'm going to be offended. I do have food at home. Oh, shit. I don't know why people beep like I'm fucking doing it on purpose. Like, I've obviously fucking stalled the bike, you fucking idiot. Yeah, there's another stall. I just find it so weird that people just beep straight away. It's like if I'm looking down at the bike and I'm not moving, I've obviously fucking stalled it. Or something's happened. Like, does it look like I'm looking ahead of the road and just kind of trying to fuck with people? Some people are just brainless when it comes to that. Smooth. Good shift. That was very, very smooth. And then the wildest thing is they have the audacity to still sit behind you on the road. There's 2 lanes. I'm not... Like, they could overtake me if I want to, but they choose to stay behind me, but they were unimpressed with my performance just before. I don't understand people. But, I'm probably going to wrap the video up here. This has been a very, very long one. This is going to be very, very painful to edit. Yeah. Looks completely oblivious. They're on their phone. That makes sense. At least they didn't hit me while they're on their phone, not paying attention. But like I said, I'm going to wrap it up. Thank you guys for watching. I really hope you guys are enjoying the videos. If there's any kind of thing that you want me to try out, let me know. Yeah, thanks guys. This is MTO signing out.